welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is omoladeokaiyeto. So this is a very impromptu video. I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to talk about this guy, but I am going to talk about this guy and his wife, famous Derrick Jaxn. So Derrick Jaxn is a guy who gives advice to a lot of people. He's got a big following and he gives all of these tips and advice to women about this and about that, and rare. Only to turn around and find out that, you know, he's been cheating on his wife. Now, is this a surprise to me? No, it's not a surprise to me, because this happens and this is quite common, unfortunately. But the fact that he is in the public eye, which is what makes it even more of a hoo-ha and a big thing. Now, there's a lot of things. I think I'm going to definitely focus on the Christian aspect of things. But he basically was filming these videos outside the person's house. You know, he's sleeping with this particular woman and several apparently as well, and he would do these videos, these encouraging videos outside her house. And I just wonder, apparently outside her house, and I just wonder how one can be delivering this type of content but then you're doing that, you're basically doing the complete opposite. So I just wonder how somebody can even do that. But we move. Now, there's a lot of things going on. He's all over social media. He's all over IG, YouTube. There's so many videos about this guy. There's so many things happening. There's so many evidence. There's so many things kicking off. You know, audio recordings of, you know, his mistresses. There's audio recordings and things like that. And that's being leaked out. So where do I start? I've got notes everywhere. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to talk about idolization. Now, this is not the first time within the Christian community where you hear, you know, these leaders, these men of God, these ones who are in the public eye, they're preaching, doing the work of God. This is not the first time they cheat. Like, they cheat. This is nothing new to me, and this is why in one of my videos I've mentioned that we shouldn't idolize anybody. We shouldn't have high hopes and high expectations on individuals, because they are prone to mistakes. And I think the downside of that is that when things pop off or when things are exposed, people are so disappointed, so like, oh my gosh, blah blah blah, which I understand. But to be honest, when I heard about it, I wasn't surprised. I try my best not to put my hopes on an individual and, you know, give all my energy on an individual. But I can understand how it can be disappointing to others who really looked up to this guy. His advice really helped them. You know, things turn around and then you find out that he's been cheating on his wife. There's also leaks about the church that he goes to. There's also leaks about that and deliverance service, him helping within the deliverance service and all sorts. And yeah, apparently there's lots of talks about cultish tendencies in that church. Obviously, I've never been to that church. It's such a difficult one, because I feel like it really paints this image within our community, which is such a shame. And my gosh, his wife, like, I really do. I don't know whether to feel sorry for his wife or not. I really don't know. One thing I can say is definitely keep her in prayer. Definitely keep her in prayer. I feel like she's, you know, when you can tell somebody's really brainwashed and they use religion, like they use religion to kind of justify and, you know, kind of use that as a way that, okay, we're going through this battle, and they just use religion, and that really gets on my nerves. Maybe this is her way of coping. I'm not surprised if this is her way of coping. But she's saying things like her hair bonnet representing the helmet of salvation. She's saying that she rebukes all the negative tongues against them. She's really using religious words and religious things. I really can't describe it, but what's coming out of her mouth is, to me, it's really disturbing. And I really hope that she seeks therapy. I really hope that she seeks counseling, and the right counseling. It doesn't have to come from a religious environment. It can come from outside, and I really hope that she does seek that. At the end of the day, if she chooses to stay in her marriage, that's her problem. I can't speak on that. You know, that's her decision. You know, I cannot speak on that. But it's just, I don't know, there's some kind of control happening there. There's some control going on, and that's one thing I can't ignore. And also, like, she's blaming the devil, the enemy, using these terms. Yes, we're Christians, but there's also wisdom, guys. There is also wisdom, I'm telling you, and we have to be very, very careful when we're putting God into these type of things and using that as a cover up. And you know, I think in the end of the video, she's like talking about, you know, the gospel, one of her videos, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like how has her mind got to that? How has it gone so far? But you know, I really place her in my prayers. At the end of the day, I just really place her in my prayers, and that's all I'm going to say about it. But yeah, guys, it's so impromptu, but I just wanted to speak on it. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you support a sister. Until next time.